Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. We're going to dive into your May 2020. What do you need to know? How can you best navigate this month? And what messages do the angels have for you? And looking at this spread that we have here, I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is how much progress you guys have made. I feel like has been a lot of progress, a lot of growth, a lot of development. And you're really going to be embracing all of these things that you've developed in this month. But I also feel like it's going to be a bit of a challenge in terms of really battling that part of yourself, that voice in your head that tells you that you can't do things, or that puts you down, or like that negative voice in your head. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a battle with yourself, and it is going to require you to believe in yourself and really tell that voice to just shut up, tell that voice to get out of your head, because I think if you can allow yourself to just believe in yourself and to continue to progress forward, you can be incredibly successful here in this month. So the first cards that we're going to take a look at is the overarching themes that you can expect throughout this month. And I'm just realizing that I forgot to put down the animal cards here in this spread as well. So let me just do that really quick before we dive in. Let's see. Don't want you guys to miss out on a card. Let's see. Okay. So, oh, that's so funny. Okay, that makes total sense. Okay, so the first section of cards is the overarching theme. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the number 11 card, the Ark of the Covenant. This is about you being connected to your purpose, and it's like, I feel like that's more clear right now, or you are getting messages about what your purpose is, or what you're supposed to be focusing on right now. So pay attention to those messages as they're coming through. Pay attention to what you're feeling drawn to. Pay attention to what you feel like you are wanting to do, because this is part of what you intended for yourself to do here when you came here to Earth. So making sure that you're honoring that, it's really important, and it's very much in alignment with your life path. We also have the bird's nest. Okay, so this is saying to me like some level of happiness, peace, contentment, joy, balance at home, where you're finding sort of your joy at home, you're finding that peace of mind at home. And it might not be in your home, right? Like you might be finding that within yourself, because I do feel like there's been a lot of work on self-love. I feel like there's been a lot of work on confidence. And so it may even just be finding peace within your body, your home, So, but there is a beautiful energy around this, a beautiful harmony that is happening here for you with this. And we also have the Seven of Forces, the balance card. Okay, so this is saying to me, you've been working on balance. You've been working on finding a balance in many different areas of your life. And I do feel like you have moved yourself into more of a balance. You have shifted yourself into more of a balance. If you don't feel like you're quite there yet, keep going. Keep doing those things that you feel called to do that help you to feel balanced and help you to feel good and whole. Now, the next card that we have here is the Goat card. And the Goat card is about connecting to the wisdom within, okay? And this really is also about this Ark of the Covenant card, where you're listening to your soul contract, you're listening to your soul, you're listening to what plans you had for yourself, and you're making decisions accordingly. So just making sure that you're honoring that little voice within that's trying to show you every step of the way, whether you call it your intuition, whether you call it your knowing, whatever you refer to that is, but the way that feeling, that sense that you have that shows you the next step, that shows you what you should be focusing on, making sure that you're listening to that wisdom that is coming from within yourself. We also have this Destroyer card, and in this Destroyer card, I tend to see as really a positive thing. It usually means like there has been a whole lot of change, shift, maybe even destruction in your life. Maybe things have fallen apart, but this is like the growth after things have been destroyed. This is like, maybe like nothing outside of you has been destroyed, but maybe within your past ways of thinking, your past patterns, your past ways of approaching things have just been absolutely broken down, and now you are rebuilding, growing in some beautiful and positive ways. Like it was meant to happen. It needed to happen in order to rebuild this in a better way to help you to get where you need to be going, and to help you to be an even better version of yourself. Now, the next cards that we have here are focused around the challenges, the barriers that you might expect through this month. And the first card that we have here is the Eight of Keys, the Master Artisan reversed. Okay, so there's something in connection with what you're meant to be creating, focusing on, that you need to give more attention to. You need to be creating. You need to be following that flow of what you feel compelled to create. And I think as human beings, we can tend to not make that a priority. You know, if we feel compelled to create something and or to follow the flow of those ideas, we can usually get caught up in that logistical thinking of, but wait, I've got to take care of this and I've got to take care of that. And absolutely, you have to take care of, you know, the earthly things that we have to take care of, but this is also about making time, making space for the creative process and whatever it is that you're feeling called to create. In fact, this can often be like a mastery in some way of something that you're creating. So a mastery of a skill, a mastery of a creation, a leveling up, a learning how to do even better or create it even better. And so follow that flow of that inspiration that's coming through for you. Then we have the Queen of Forces, right? This is you in your balance, in your flow. I mean, the Queen of Forces is so in her flow. She's so in her balance. She's got both day and night in her energy. She is, you know, she's got both water and earth in her energy. She is incredibly, incredibly powerful. And so you're connected to your power. You're connected to your balance. And this is really going to help you and to assist you moving forward. You really have within you everything that you need to accomplish your goals and to go after those things that you're feeling called to go after. So understand that. And I feel like you are beginning to understand that better. You just have to talk back to those voices in your head that are telling you that you can't, or that you should be afraid, or you know, that it's not the right timing, or or that it's not something that you personally can accomplish, like all of those negative things. And sometimes it's not the right timing, so that maybe wasn't the best example, but sometimes, you know, we tell that to ourselves because we're afraid, and our intuition is really saying it's time to move forward. So if you're getting that, like, it's time to move forward, and you get, but wait, I'm afraid, go for it anyway. Because this is like the timing where you're going to be your most successful. Now, the next card that we have here is the Wishes Fulfilled card, okay? This is like a bounty, if you can see on the table, of all these foods. It's just a harvest, right? This is really saying that things are going to happen for you. There's going to be a harvest. There's going to be abundance. You are going to be harvesting the fruits of your labor. So anything that you're focusing on manifesting right now, anything that you're putting your energy into, is really going to give you a good return on your investment. So making sure that you are honoring that and putting your energy into what you want to create in this month. The next card that we have here is the Exorcist card reversed, okay? So this is like there's some things that you've been clearing out of your life, but this is also about like releasing that part of yourself that wants to self-sabotage, that wants to shut you down, that wants to tell you to be afraid, that wants to tell you that, you know, you're not enough, or you're not good enough, or that you can't do it, or whatever this is. Like, tell that voice to shut up, you know, tell that voice to leave you alone, because that voice is not serving you. That is coming from the ego. That is oftentimes a reflection of things that we've heard through our own experiences through the years, but we all have that voice, and we have to talk back to that voice, because if you don't talk back to that voice is going to find a way to be in charge of you, and really we need to find a way to be in charge of it, because ultimately you have the power, not that voice. And the last card that we have here is, in this category, is the Cat card. Be relaxed and independent. Think about that energy that is of the cat. It's independent. It's, you know, they can relax really easily, and they just have this beautiful independent spirit. Now, they're also very social, right? Like, they like to be around people when they want to be around people, and they know when it's time to take independent space. When do you need to take independent space? When do you need to be around people? Embracing this energy and allowing yourself to just focus. I feel like right now your focus needs to be on working on something or some things, the things that you feel compelled to work on independently, right now. And that doesn't mean that you won't have partnerships or you won't bring people into that or whatever this is that you're focusing on. But right now there does need to be a certain energy of independence here in your life. Now we're going to move forward into the cards that are connected with the gifts that you might expect through this month. So the first card that we have here is the light of the world reversed. And I do feel like you guys are connecting on a deeper level with your light. So that this isn't necessarily a concern that I have, although you might have moments where you feel disconnected from your light. Making sure that you're doing everything that you can to connect with your light. But I feel like the message really here is to not be afraid to shine your light on the world, to shine your light in your home, to shine your light in your family, to shine your light in your community, to shine your light in whatever way you feel compelled to shine it. You know, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to be you, to be authentically you, and to just shine. Sometimes when we're shining, other people who are not shining will do and say things that will want to shut us down, and or that voice within ourselves will do and say things that will want to shut us down. And it's our job to make sure that we don't allow that, because it's our job to make sure that we're shining our light in the world, because each and every one of us that is shining our light shares light. And when we share light, we are helping other people to shine their light, to connect to their light and to build it and to shine their light. And this is how together we light up the world. The next card that we have here is the loving elementals. Okay, so this is saying to me your guides, your angels, the elementals, your animal guides, you know, anything that you connect with that you feel are around you and assisting you. Your spirit team is what I like to call it. Those energies are around you, and they want you to know that they're here, that they're helping, that they're surrounding you, that they are assisting in the process, and they're helping you to connect most specifically with the energy of fun, with the energy of a sense of humor, of a lightness. Let yourself receive this energy. Let yourself have a little bit more fun. Be a little bit lighter. Enjoy yourself a little bit more. Be a little bit more playful. Receive this energy. They are here to help you, and specifically they are here to help with that. The next card that we have here is the Six of Keys, the increscent moon, and this is really connected with a building. You know, through whatever you're creating, there are wishes being fulfilled. There's abundance being created. There is something that you are working on, focusing on, that will lead to great reward, even if it's not financial reward, right? But you know, oftentimes it can be financial reward, but like whatever you're putting your energy into, like I said before, you're really going to be receiving a solid return on your investment. So making sure that you're using your energy wisely, that you're focusing on those things that feel most important for you. Then the next card that we have here is the Avenger card reverse. And the Avenger card reverse is saying, like, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to stand up for other people. And we want to do it with love, right? We don't want to like come back at somebody else's lack of love with a lack of love or disrespect or anything like that. We want to do it with love. But don't be afraid to stand strong in your truth, to stand up for yourself, or to stand up for somebody else who may need help, who may need assistance. Don't be afraid to help people, you know, or don't doubt your ability to be able to help other people. Sometimes that voice in our head will tell us, you know, oh, who do you think you are, that you think that you can do that? And I disagree with that. These cards are really saying you have so much power, you have so much ability, and you are connecting more with your life purpose. So it's time to really go for it. And the next card that we have here is the Tiger card. This is our last card, and it says, accept your magnificence. This is so perfect, right? You just need to allow it, accept it, understand how magnificent, how wonderful, how special, how beautiful you are, and allow that to be the truth for you. Allow yourself to accept that truth. I think that that's really going to help you as you are navigating this month of May. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. If you want to learn more about me or about Clarity, you can check me out at discoverawakening.com. I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.